Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our conversation tonight. My name is Kelix Bengazan. Today, we want to look at two issues. One, the issue of William Ruto. Ruto is a very powerful guy who knows how to cram things in terms of maneno ya mabarabara. You know, a few weeks ago, President Ruto was in Mandera, the northern eastern parts, and he simply, without even blinking and missing even the correction or the pronunciation of the roads that was there in northeastern province, he said the road of Modogashe, where and where, and those are some of the roads the president said in northern eastern part. Yesterday, the president was in Taita Taveta, Kilifi County, in the coastal part of it. And yesterday, when he was launching the Voi Pool housing project, President named a road that is around 200 kilometers without not even missing a center of it. You know, ni maajabu sana ya rais. And some called him Mr. Roadman, Mr. Ward. But even today in Baringo County, the president named a road and even named some of the parts, the interior parts in Baringo and the Kerio Valley Belt when he was attending the burial of the senator of Baringo County, His Excellency William Cheptumo. And I've been asking myself questions on how is the IQ of the president. You know, let me take you back to some few years back when you were in high school. You know, there were these students or these friends of yours or colleagues when the teacher was teaching very serious, they were doing their own things. But when it comes to exams, they are perfect, they are top 10, they are top 3, until you ask yourself, what is not happening with you yourself? You know, so the mindset of those people is that President William Ruto has a very great IQ of mastering a road. You can tell the president, because I'm not certain that president knows all these roads. It's because that there are people who are giving him updates of the roads he wants to speak about it. For instance, here in Baringo, he can call one of the MPs and tell him, or there are people in the presidential department who have been tasked to make sure that they have all the details of the roads that the president will talk about. For instance, let's say use an example of Taita Taveta in Baringo County, because the president has said this road in Baringo County. Just listen to what he said. The road starts from here until the other part of West Pokot County.
Sema walikuwa wanataka tusukume ile barabara ambayo ilikuwa imekwama pale Loruk, iende Nginyang, Chemolingot mpaka Barbelo. Hiyo barabara vile mnajua tumetengeneza na imekamilika. Lakini sasa kutoka viongozi hawa wa hapa tulikwisha kubaliana na wao pia ya kwamba tayari contractor yuko wa kutengeneza hiyo barabara ya kutoka Barbelo, kwa sababu we want to open up this Kerio Valley, ndio usalama ipatikane, ndio maendeleo ipatikane. Sasa hiyo barabara inatengenezwa kwenda Tot, kwenda Jesegon, kwenda Kopasi River, ipande Lomut, iende Sigor, ishigane na Marich Pass. Na sehemu hiyo yote, msijali, unajua watu wamesema mimi ni ule mtu wa barabara, na hiyo barabara ni kazi nzuri. Usiwe na wasiwasi. Kuna wengine hata hawajui barabara ya kwenda kwao inaenda wapi. So the contract for both the road from Barbelo, Tot, Chesegon has already been awarded. We have resources from China Development Bank to do that road. It is an important security and development road that's going to connect the road from Nakuru through here to West Pokot. Ikitoka pale Kopasi River ndio inaenda Lomut, which is in West Pokot, alafu Sigor, alafu Marich Pass. Na akanieleza kuhusu barabara ya kutoka pale Ainamoi. Hiyo mali na kutana na barabara inaenda Iten. Na tukakubaliana tutajenga hiyo barabara from Ainamoi kuja Kabluk mpaka Barwesa. Hiyo barabara tumetengeneza, imekamilika. Nasikia imeanza matatizo kidogo lakini tutarekebisha. Vile vile akakuja akanieleza kuhusu hii barabara ambayo mmenitajia leo. Hii barabara ambayo inatoka Kipsaraman inakuja hapa Parwesa, Partabwa, inateremka mpaka Kinyach. Tulitengeneza hii barabara kutoka Kipsaraman mpaka hapa Partabwa. Nasikia imekwama tu hapa karibu. Contractor akatusumbua sana. Tukasema huyo contractor tumufungulie aende afanye kazi nyingine. Na tukasema tutaleta contractor mpya. Sasa niwatangazie Davis Chirchir ako hapa na anasikia vizuri. Sasa tuko na contractor mpya anajenga site yake hapa Kinyach. Huyo contractor atatengeneza hiyo barabara kutoka Kinyach pale ikuje hapa Partabwa, na pia atarudi nyuma kidogo kwa sababu nasikia pale kuna mahali imeanza kuharibika hii barabara nyuma pale. Ndio hiyo barabara tunyoroshe mpaka Kipsaraman. Lakini vile vile hiyo barabara sasa tutatoa pale Kinyach twende Aror mpaka Kapsowar, karibu kilomita 65. Na hiyo tuko na pesa ya kutengeneza hiyo barabara, nishapanga. Huyu Davis anajua vile atafanya na watu wake. Na ni kwa sababu tunataka kufungua sehemu hii ili tuchangie amani na tuchangie maendeleo. Vile vile huyu Cheptumo walikuja na viongozi wa Baringo
you know, that means there is somebody in the department of the president who has been tasked to tell the president or to brief the president about the roads. And the goodness of His Excellency the President is that he's a very good grammar. Perfectly on that, to agree on that. Ruto anemsee akishika kitu anashika once, si ile ya kusema acha nirudie mara mbili tatu ndio nishike. You know, look at even how he greet people in their own mother tongue. You know, Ruto is typically a Kalenjin, brought in a Kalenjin culture. The first language that President William Ruto talked was the Nandi. And speaking even a language like Yoruba of the northern part of the country, like hiyo salamu mazee, si kama yetu ya Wakikuyu, si yetu ingine kama ya Wajaluo, si ingine kama ya Wakamba. The hard one is kuongea Kiarabu or kuongea in the Islamic language. Na ulisikia president anasalimia hawa mpaka sijui anasema nini. So the mindset of our president is that he is good in gramming things when it comes to updates. The reason why you find out that President William Ruto most of the times speaks something fluently is because his IQ, kichwa yake ni kichwa ingine kinafikiria sana, and then sharpness. Our president is a very sharp guy. He just look around and nafikiria kitu anasema. But when it comes to in terms of roads, the president is a very keen person. Ruto amemaster hizi mabarabara, akipewa update atachapa. Yani nimeshangaa sana venye ameichapa ya county ya Baringo because I come from there. and I know those places. You know, the president knows, like, he lives there. Anajua sijui amesema barabara itoke hapa, itoke hivi, iingie hapa, ipite sijui wapi, ipite kwa bridge nyingine iko mahali. You know, so it means that there is somebody who updates the president on what is happening in Baringo County or the roads in Baringo County. You know, president today, during the burial of our late Senator Cheptumo, alitaja barabara zote zenye ziko county ya Baringo. Maze, yani that guy is on another level. Hata mimi sasa nimeinua mikono na kakubali. President himself has mastered these roads, you know. And this guy knows all the roads because of the IQ. Talk of people like, if you see people like Babu Owino, the likes of William Ruto, the likes of Ndindi Nyoro, you know, wachana na Ichung'wa. Ichung'wa ni mtu anasahau vitu haraka. But when you find people like Ndindi Nyoro, William Ruto, you go to people like Kipchumba Murkomen. Murkomen also knows some roads hapa na pale, and he knows what is happening in some part of the country. Not because he's a CS for interior, but even when he was a MP, he used to know roads and he used to know places where he has tembead. So those are the kind of people in this regime who have the IQ of the president. But I'm not certain that Murkomen learned the trick from the president, because he has been a very close friend of the president for so many years, you know. But manze, huyu jamaa hapana. This guy knows all the roads in this country. The president is now being Mr. Roads. Kaongo himself, or Kasongo you call him, is becoming a tough guy of the roads in this country. Kwanza leo Baringo amesema kuna wasiata wajui barabara ya kwenda kwa manyumba zao. You know, seriously, the president is saying so. But I was just updating you on how these people with big IQ capacity learn of some things. Take a close friend of yourself. Nini ilikuwa na best shule? Who used to be related. We used to talk about soap operas, because me, I studied in a day school, and when it come to mornings zile tumefika class, badala ya kuchapa preps, jamaa anatupigia stories juu nani alifanya hii, the days of triumphant, sijui what was it called, triumphant, sijui what, storm of a paradise, you know, those days. That guy would tell us from zero to evening, you know, from what it started in, you know, a whole story of an hour. Somebody telling you that, and you are very serious, you want to study, but this guy is not studying. He has watched the TV all the night. He has got everything he wanted to watch that night. He has got everything, you know, nini. But yeye alikuwa nasikiza ile tu mwalimu anamwambia. Zile mwalimu anatuambia, sisi wengine we have to go back, repeat ndio tushike. But when it come to exam time, this guy was the best. You could find this guy on the top list of those performing students, top 3, top 10. Na sisi tumeng'ang'ana, tumesoma. So the kind of IQ that the President William Ruto has when it comes to mastering things is the same IQ of that friend of yours. You were in the same high school, you were in the same